This is the future.
Is there anything new with Atlas aside from punching enemies to death? Well, since this is an updated Atlas build, we will talk about that, but to be honest with you, Atlas stays the same, and his cool punching enemies to death with 1 or 2 hits with his landslide ability. That is why he is dubbed as the One Punch Man in Warframe, but there are a couple of things that you might add to make your Atlas better. So there's really nothing that changed with the Atlas build, and it's still the same in Snare 1 Punch landslide setup. Just to give you a quick rundown, landslide does scale its damage through the mods you put in your melee weapon, and it is best to have a stat stick that has high even disposition so you can have high melee damage stats on it. Also, it's really a good choice if you use the jaw sword for the additional damage it provides with its Blade of Truth weapon augment. To further boost the damage, you can rely also on the maximum combo counter that gives extra damage and the viral status that you get from your primer guns. Preferably something like the Kuvanu commodit for viral, as it allows you to gain the full stack easily. The video I used earlier, it only features the Naraman focus, so my combo stack will not go down to 0, but right now, I think it's so much better to use the Unaru focus for its ability to remove all armor and shields of enemies. Anyway, you have ensnare to group enemies, so it would be much easier to deal with them in one punch. But as you can see in the video, once you have the momentum gained from Path of Statues and Rubble Heap, you will rarely need to ensnare to group enemies. It's because Path of Statues leaves some trail that when stepped on by enemies, they will get petrified, allowing you to have the full effect of petrification without any energy cost. With this also, you can maintain that 1500 rubble bonus of Atlas that gives him armor, and also allows you to cast landslide without energy cost because of the Rubble Heap augment. The only thing I added to this year-old build is the Molt Reconstruct, which heals Atlas every time he casts an ability. It's kind of redundant for solo plays though, as when you picked up Rubble, you then healed a portion of Atlas health, but it's really useful in team setup. Every punch will heal your allies within affinity range, and it's best used with a blind rage setup, but also, it can be good in solo plays since you can have 2 support survivability. One is from Rubble that will regen your life every time you pick it up, and then the Molt Reconstruct that heals you every time you cast an ability. There are lots of Warframe builds that need to be updated on this channel, but honestly, some of them only need 1 or 2 tweaks to be updated. A good example is an Atlas that only needs an arcane, but there are other varieties of builds that we need to discuss later. The other one is more complicated, and I did put it on a separate video because it's not meant for everyone. It has lots of details, and it's for the Atlas enjoyers. The good thing about this Warframe is it owns Acolyte because his landslide can 1 or 2 punch them easily. Let me know in the comments section below if you are also enjoying Atlas right now. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Squad Leader signing off.